Join me as I dive into the wild world of crypto and try to figure out how I lost $12 million by making some major mistakes. I've been involved in the cryptocurrency space for quite some time, and I've had my fair share of successes and failures. As many of you know, I've been vocal about my experiences, and today I want to share with you one of the most painful lessons I've learned: losing a staggering $12 million in crypto. Yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow, but I believe that by sharing my story, I can help you avoid making the same mistakes I did. When it comes to trading and investing in crypto, there are so many pitfalls that can lead to significant losses. One of the most critical things to realize is that crypto is an unforgiving market. It doesn't care about your feelings or your ego. It's a harsh environment where only the informed and the prepared can thrive. I've seen many people, including myself, fall victim to the hype, the FOMO, and the false promises of overnight riches. We get caught up in the excitement and forget to do our due diligence, and that's when disaster strikes. It's easy to get caught up in the noise and the chatter, but at the end of the day, it's crucial to understand that crypto is a high-stakes game. You need to be prepared to lose, and you need to be prepared to learn from your mistakes. Unfortunately, I had to learn the hard way, and my mistakes cost me dearly. But I'm not alone. There are many people who have suffered similar losses, and it's essential to share our stories to help others avoid the same pitfalls. One of the most significant mistakes I made was ignoring the importance of security measures. I got complacent, and I let my guard down. I thought I was above being hacked or scammed. But boy, was I wrong. I didn't take the necessary precautions to secure my accounts, and that oversight cost me a fortune. It's a painful lesson to learn, but it's one that I'll never forget. I also fell victim to emotional trading, which is a recipe for disaster in the crypto space. I let my emotions dictate my decisions, and I made impulsive choices that ended up costing me dearly. Fear, greed, and euphoria are all common emotions that can cloud your judgment, and it's essential to recognize when you're falling into these patterns. I didn't, and it hurt me badly. Another major mistake I made was poor research. I got caught up in the hype surrounding a particular project or token, and I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't read the white paper. I didn't analyze the market trends, and I didn't talk to experts. I thought I knew better, and I paid the price for my arrogance. As I reflect on my losses, I realized that I was blinded by my own biases and assumptions. I thought I was a crypto expert, but in reality, I was just winging it. I didn't have a solid understanding of the market, and I didn't have a clear strategy. I was just trying to make a quick buck, and that's never a good idea in crypto. The moment I realized the extent of my losses was like a punch to the gut. It was a tough pill to swallow, and it took me a while to come to terms with what had happened. I felt like I'd let myself down, and I felt like I'd let my community down. But as I reflected on my mistakes, I realized that I had an opportunity to learn and grow. I realized that I could use my experience to help others avoid the same pitfalls. One of the most critical lessons I've learned from my experience is the importance of humility. You can't be arrogant in the crypto space. You need to be humble, you need to be open to learning, and you need to be willing to adapt. You need to recognize that you don't know everything, and you need to be willing to ask for help. In conclusion, losing $12 million in crypto was a tough lesson to learn, but it's one that I'll never forget. I hope that by sharing my story, I can help you avoid making the same mistakes I did. If you've had a similar experience, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What mistakes did you make, and what did you learn from them? And if you want to learn more about crypto strategies and how to avoid common pitfalls, be sure to check out my next video, where I'll be sharing some valuable insights and tips.